Hello, this week I'm going to go over the coding project that I created and show you a little bit about what I learned. So the first step that I have in the lesson is the students actually reviewing some of the coding and programming things that they've already learned. They'll be doing this tutorial that has to do with dialogue and animation, things that they're going to need when they actually start their own project. So the first step has them learning how to type different dialogue in there. So it explains step by step the directions, step number 1, step number 2. So I'll just go through, knock, knock. Next step. Attach these blocks to the cow's code. That way the students are just getting familiar with how to use sound, how to use the wait button, how to use the different dialogue techniques. And then when they hit play, okay. So we're going to stop that one. Next up were my 2 and 3D figures that I created. They actually, one kind of is moving and towards the other one. So when you look at the project page, the different things I did for the actors. The first one, the snake, I ended up doing a forever program just so it would keep going throughout, waiting and then switching to different costumes, waiting another 2 seconds and switching back. So you'll notice when it does move, the snake's tail just kind of wiggles. And as far as the other actor, I had her just switching to her movements, crouch, and then one was her crying when she pulled back. For the project that I created, this is just an example of something that I would want the students to be able to do. It starts with the actor just having sound that'll play throughout, and then using bubbles to create the speech and things that I want them to say, going through and having each different question set up, how to animate, and also how to respond if the person playing has a correct answer or even an incorrect answer. So we are going to get into how to play it. So the first step, it just says, what is your name? So I'm going to type in Lauren. And then it asks, do you want to continue? Let's click yes. First question would be Sophie. The setting would be England. And then the final, how many giants were there? There was 10. So when the students are actually creating their own project, I would want them to at least have 3 questions. As far as format goes, they would be able to choose whether it was multiple choice, true and false, fill in the blank. That's where they get to really use some of their creativity and decide how they want to demonstrate both their knowledge of coding, programming, and also their knowledge of the BFG story in a whole. As far as how I figured out how to do things this week. I would say there was definitely a lot of trial and error. There was a lot of me doing the tutorials and kind of just playing around and seeing different things that I could create. I did a lot of animation projects, a lot of like motion, a lot of even the beginner things. Coding is very new to me, so it was definitely a challenge in the beginning to try to figure out what I was doing and how to best teach my students. Thank you very much. I hope that you enjoyed it and have a great day.